Far Cry 5, the most anticipated game of 2018, with its vast open world. Oh. And all of its death, explosions, bodies flying everywhere, gunshots all the time, people dying all the time, wolves, bears, wolverines, badgers, cool fire, some sick fishing, and even more death! But is it worth it? Of course, people are gonna say, well, yeah, it's another Far Cry game. But they don't take time to look at how the game works. They don't take time to look at the coding. When the hell did Far Cry become popular? I don't know. Don't ask me. No, but honestly, guys, Far Cry 5 looks like it is going to be a really good game. There's a lot of cool stuff that they're adding to it that they haven't had in the last Far Cries. For example, like they're adding the new like little, I think they're like mini games inside the game. So like they're adding like zombies, Escape from Mars, and Vietnam, which I think personally is going to be sick. That's going to be really, really cool. But if we go over to the Far Cry 5 page, it does talk about like what type of stuff is going to be in the game. And it's going to talk about when they're coming out, and I think the first thing coming out is going to be Hours of Darkness, the second thing is going to be Lost on Mars, and the third thing is going to be Dead Living Zombies. I believe that's how they're going to do this. Here, let me game info. But I think it's going to be cool, because the story totally takes a different kind of, I think personally, a different twist than the other Far Cry games. They're going to be, it's about a cult that has taken a little in Hope County, Montana, and they've taken over, and they're kind of like radical Christians, I would think they are, where they just kill random people for like sinning or something. Like I was saying, guys, I'm just going off a few things here. I honestly don't, I've only watched a few videos of this game, so I honestly don't like necessarily know like how it's going to be set up and how they're going to do this game. I just know that it's a huge map. Yes, there's still fire spread, and it looks awesome. So let's talk about like the different additions to this game. So with the regular gold edition, you get the season pass, and you get Doomsday Preppers pack with pre-order only, and then you get like different camos or different guns for your bow and arrow, your chopper, your everything. But then with that, you also get all the little mini game modes they're adding. So they're going to add Lost on Mars, Dead Living Zombies, and Hours of Darkness. So let's go off here and just like learn about these new game modes. But Hours of Darkness says Wendell Redler is more than just Hope County resident. He's a veteran soldier of the Vietnam War. Listen to him recount his glory days as you travel back in time to war-torn Vietnam to take down Viet Cong. Trapped behind enemy lines, rescue your squad mates, and evacuate to safety in the first war-based Far Cry. You must maneuver throughout the remote valley in Vietnam and use survival instincts and stealth to save your team and get home. So this you're supposed to like save your capture team, so it kind of has like a Far Cry 3 type of thing to it. Where in Far Cry 3 you had to save all your friends. And I like that. I like how they're getting that. Speaking of Far Cry 3, one thing I forgot to mention is that I think in the Gold Edition. I think, I'm not positive, don't quote me on this, but I think you get the Far Cry Classic Edition as well. So yeah. Let's see what Lost on Mars is. Lost on Mars. Nick Rye, the King of the Skies, is ready to go literally above and beyond to discover uncharted territories. Once you're stranded on the Red Planet, your mission is simple: stop the Martian alien invasion and get back home safely. So this kind of has like a Halo aspect to it, which is pretty cool. It's probably not going to be anything like Halo, but in a way that for some reason that really reminds me of Halo. So that can be exciting too. Hold on guys, I need to take a drink really quick. Alright, and now what everybody's been anticipating and waiting for. Dead Living Zombies. Zombie game mode in Far Cry, which is really freaking cool. Movie director Guy Marvel is... sorry, I was focused. I saw it. Movie director Guy Marvel is designed to be the next big thing. Just ask him. Join him in 7 hilarious scenarios. Take on hordes and hordes of the undead. So yeah, that's really cool. I like that. That's gonna be exciting, but I believe that's gonna be the last thing coming out. Day 1 content is a MVP sniper rifle and a chaos pack, which you probably get like different camos and stuff in there. Which is really cool. Now the story and characters. The father. So this is going to be like the big enemy in this Far Cry game. His name is Joseph, and it says Joseph has spoken to God. Has been spoken to by God, who has tasked him with saving as many souls as he can from the end of the world. But rather than choosing to harvest these souls through peace, the Father chooses to most vicious forms of manipulation possible. So that's it's kind of dark there, but like I said, radical Christians. So Joseph Seed came from a small town in deep in the south of Georgia. His life was listless until one morning when he heard a voice whisper him, telling him that the world has headed for a great collapse. The voice gave Joseph a single directive: save as many as you can, whether they wish to be saved or not. Joseph welcomed the poor. It's like somebody being called by God. But this guy goes insane and pretty much kills everybody. Not necessarily everybody. The Heralds is part of the cult right here. The project at Eden Gate believe that they have not been given a mandate from God. Save as many souls as they can, thus ensuring humanity's survival after the collapse. Those who seek to hinder the project must be dealt with severely according to the Father. The project is humanity's only hope to survive the collapse. And then here's the Resistance. This is like your guns for hire, your fangs for hire, and everything. So from everyday townsbed of Hollowed Valley to more self-sufficient residents spread throughout the Whitetail Mountains, every member of the Resistance has one thing in common: they want Hope County back. So they're the ones that are pretty much fighting. They are the ones that are fighting. Sorry, my dog's whining in the back and it's really making me not focus. But they're the ones fighting for Hope County to come back. Guns for Hire. That's where your sniper, your and your guy with the plane, and your Things for Hires like Boomer and like different animals you can get, which I think is really cool. It's kind of takes a Far Cry primal aspect to this entire game. Cheeseburger and Peaches. Those are your Things for Hire. That's really cool. And Hope County is like this massive, it's like massive map, which I think is really nice, you know. The one thing I love about Far Cry is how massive the maps are. Now let's talk about some game features that they have here. Resistance meter, so that means probably like it's kind of like a home front possibly type of thing. Resistance meter goes up, it tracks your action, provide feedback on the fact. Yeah, so it's like a home front type of thing, where you fight the enemy and then you get more people to join the resistance. They got Holland Valley, which is a farmland. Ebony River, which is probably like a nice foresty area. And Whitetail Mountains, which is another forested area where you probably find white-tailed deers. But they have, yeah, they have the hunting, the fishing, the wingsuit, the crafting. They have pretty much if I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably not going to be any different from the other Far Cries with its game features, just for the reason of like what's there new to add. And people love Far Cry and its features. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. One thing, a couple things I don't like about Far Cry 5 is, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like the hunting aspect to it, where you have to kill animals and get your loot. I wish, like, as you progressed, you would get like more stuff to add to your inventory, like bigger ammo pouches or stuff like that. But let's be honest here, guys. Far Cry is going to be Fishing Simulator 2018. Because that's a cool new feature that they added into this game. But yeah, over all of that, I think Far Cry 5 is going to be a good game. I do highly recommend pre-ordering this, because if you do, you get all of your Dead Living Zombies, Hours of Darkness, Lost on Mars. Get an MVP, which looks like a Bear 50 cal, Chaos Pack, a couple of cool, stylish looking things. But yeah. So that's all I have to say about Far Cry 5. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. But we will see once the game comes out. I will make another video on Far Cry once the game comes out, after I play it for myself and see if it's really actually worth it. But yeah, I subscribe if you want to see that. Turn on notifications, and you'll get that as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Far Cry 5 is probably going to be one of the best games to come out. Another game I'm super excited for that I might make a video on here soon is The Crew 2. I cannot wait for that. I always loved The Crew. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. And hashtag always Prime, guys. Peace out.
Love is not fiction, but this time the story's about